Welcome, dear learners. Welcome to the lecture series on investment management. Dear learners, today we'll try to understand a concept called risk return trade off. Now, this is a very simple concept which is based on the principle that if you take more risk, you prefer high returns, and if you take low risk, you prefer less returns. That means high risks are associated with high returns and low risks are associated with low returns. That is what the risk return trade off states, that the potential return rises with an increase in risk. If your risk rises, your return also rises, and the potential return decreases with a decrease in risk. That means if the risk content decreases, your returns also decreases. Now, managers associate low level of uncertainty with low potential returns and high level of uncertainty or risk with high potential return. That means in a company setting, managers always associate a low level of risk with low potential returns, and they associate high level of uncertainty with high potential returns. So, according to the risk return trade off concept, invested money can render higher profits only if the investor will accept a higher possibility of losses. That means if you want to earn huge profits, then you should be ready to accept higher possibility of losses. So you can see the diagram here, using which we can understand the risk return trade off concept. In this diagram, on the y-axis we have measured return, and on the x-axis we have measured standard deviation. Let us look. If suppose you are here, so here the risk is low and the possibility of returns are low, and here the risk is high and the possibility of returns are also high. That is the reason higher profits are associated with higher possibility of losses, and lower profits are associated with lower possibility of losses. That is what is the risk return trade off concept. I hope you understood the concept of risk return trade off. Now let us move towards discussing another concept called risk aversion. Risk aversion is the process of avoiding loss over making a gain. That means the process of avoiding loss or making a gain is called risk aversion. Now, what risk averse investors do is they are those participants who prefer investments with lower returns and relatively known risk over investments with potentially higher returns but also with higher uncertainty and more risk. That means these risk averse investors are those class of people or market participants. What they do is they do not prefer an investment avenue high return with high risks. They only prefer an investment avenue with lower to zero risk, and even though it may provide lower returns, they are satisfied with that, but they don't invest in a returns which are potentially higher but also with higher uncertainty and more risk. A risk averse investor tends to avoid higher risk investments and prefers lower to no risk investment. That means he avoids higher risk investments. That is what we were discussing. He avoids higher risk, the investments where the risk is high, he will not invest there, but he prefers to invest in the investments where the risk is very low in spite of the lower returns. Now, once we have understood the concept of risk aversion, let us understand the next concept in this session, that is risk premium. Now, what is risk premium? Let us study with an example. Now, just take an example. There is a post office, there is a Reliance Industry. I am giving you sum of 100 rupees. The post office offers you 10% interest rate and the Reliance is offering also 10% interest rate. If I ask you a question, where you will be investing, then your probable answer will be post office, because you feel more secure when you invest your 100 rupees in post office than Reliance Industry, which is a private company. Because in case of post office, this 10% is guaranteed. That means we can say it is risk free, it is free of risk. You will be paid at any cost this 10%. That means we can say this 10% as risk free rate of interest. But our discussion here is about risk premium. It is not about risk free rate of return. But in order to understand risk premium, you need to understand risk free rate of return. So whatever the rate of interest you get from banks or any other government institutions is called risk free rate. Now what Reliance does in order to now let us take one more example here. Now what Reliance offers is, if you park 100 rupees, now I am going to give you not 10 rupees, but now I will be offering something that is 12 rupees. Now if I ask you the question, now where you will invest this 100 rupees? Your answer will be Reliance, because Reliance is giving 12% for the same 100 rupees. Now you are not interested to park your funds in the post office. So this 12% includes two things. One is 10% plus 2%. It includes two interests. 10% is risk-free rate. Then what is this 2%? 2% is your risk premium. So the additional rate of interest charged for taking additional risk is nothing but your risk premium. Now, because you want to invest your funds in the Reliance by taking additional risk, because you are taking additional risk, Reliance is offering above the risk-free rate, that is 2% above the risk-free rate, as a risk premium. So this risk premium is very simple. It is a rate above your risk-free rate of interest. So this is all about the concept of risk premium. Now let us sum up what we have understood in today's session. We have started this session by understanding the risk return trade-off concept. Then we have understood the second concept called risk aversion and the third concept called risk premium. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, good day, goodbye.